This one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3, the small forward. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. Young looking around. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot by Grimes. No good.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And here's Daniels looking for Young. He gets it there. A shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. I mean, you love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now Embiid, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. Embiid kicks to Maxey. It's stolen by Johnson. And now Young running the floor all by himself. And it's good for 2.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Now the 76ers with it. Pass to Grimes. Outside, George. Kept alive. Tries again. Oubre, no one around him. The 76ers with another miss. The Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. He gets it in there.
And this kid, we should say, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Hawks. Now here's Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Shoots from 12. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, nice shot by Maxey. He is definitely a 3-level guy.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
And here's Daniels after the three-pointer from Joel Embiid. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Maxey, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact. That took a lot of guts.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Coach Niang comes in for Johnson. Mann's checked in for Daniels. And it's Reza Shea in for Trae Young. Now here's LeVert. Still scoreless. Pass to Niang. Mann with it. Clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Hands it from downtown.
Got to get out on that if you're the defense. This rookie Reza Shea can really do damage from the perimeter.
Now here's Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Clint Capella. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the 76ers making a change here. And Embiid drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Abusele out there with Edwards. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group for Philadelphia to start this second quarter. Philadelphia with the ball after Karis LeVert made the last 3-pointer. To the paint. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Abusele passes to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Butler against LeVert. It's blocked. It goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert.
Still Sixers ball.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we all watch each other and learn from each other, and you're always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale.
And the Hawks with possession here. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Buffkin's checked in. Here's Buffkin.
'76ers foul. Kershaw, number 7. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
And Atlanta has possession. Here's Mann. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. The 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Grimes. Here's Yabusele. Wide open look. LeVert grabs the miss.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And Okongwu slams it in.
An all-around threat. LeVert is skilled at sizing up defenses and exploiting them in that pick and roll.
Pass to Grimes. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's a three-point game. 1:21 left now here in the second. Knocks down the three ball. Young's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So for the Hawks, Johnson, he's checked in for George Niang. Reza Shea is coming in for Mann. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for LeVert. Here's Bona. Driving inside. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Daniels. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Oubre score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
Back to Young. The three. A shot off that time. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Young against Maxey. Oubre up top. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Philadelphia shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now Young. He has 7. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta. They're up by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for Atlanta, the front court is Reza Shea and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Okongwu into the 5 down low. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
George with the ball. This one for 3. Good on the three-point shot. George has got 6. This league, Stan, is so deep with talent. Are there any players who you think get overlooked in the conversation?
That's a great question, Kevin. I mean, there are some guys who I think get underrated because they play with other guys who are so talented and draw the attention. One guy that I have really seen lately that I think has been better than people think is Grayson Allen. The best three-point shooter, or one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA and a very underrated defender.
And he's evolving, isn't he? Looks like he's working on other parts of his game, but he's always been able to shoot, which has been his calling card.
And he's a much more athletic guy than people give him credit for.
As a leader, you've got to know when your team needs a response. Young gets that, and great three to answer right back.
The three from George. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 6. From past the arc, another three for Atlanta.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Here's George, and it's blocked. Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Maxey. And here's Young. He's got 20. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Rizachet, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Rizachet. Mans checked in for Dyson Daniels. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Trae Young. Capella sends a screen for LeVert. Pass to Capella. Back to LeVert. Lets it go from deep. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Yabusele from downtown. No good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Screen by Capella. Here's Mann. Pass to Capella. It's good from inside.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Maxey looking it over. Releases. Good. He hits the jump shot. Maxey's got 7. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Hawks lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Yabusele. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Butler out there with Edwards. And it's McCain in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Krejci. Bangs home the trifecta. Krejci's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Oh, that's blocked. LeVert against Butler. A nice shot by LeVert. And now it's an 11-point Hawks lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. George with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Young. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
Pass to Embiid. Outside, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Here's Young, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
Down low. And they double up Embiid. For 3, Oubre gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Okongwu with a screen on Maxey. Again, Young missing. The 76ers trail by 6. Outside, Maxey. And they double up Embiid. And here's George for 3. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Young. Some solid defense from Maxey. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Rizashea and finished off by Oubre.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the Hawks with possession here. They lead by 1, and that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That was a giant trip to the line.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's George. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And So the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Thanks so much, David. And that about wraps it up. So...
so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Suggs. And the layup is good.
A physical guard, Suggs loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Outside White. Back to Tatum from deep. Brown. Offensive rebound. Celtics. Here's Porzingis. Tries yet again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
No substitute for hustle and hard work, and Porzingis getting the bucket because he put both into effect there.
And the Magic surprising many league-wide, Clark, with how they've broken through.
And the way they're winning, I might add. I mean, rugged physical defense is their identity and calling card. Not necessarily what you expect to see from a young team, B.A.
Now here's Brown. Three-pointer, Holiday. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Well, that's a nice up-tempo play from Holiday. Got the rock and didn't waste any time finding the shot.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. The shot from the low post is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Now here's Tatum. And the shot goes in.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
Carter, a screen on Tatum. The 3 from Banchero. Drains the triple. Banchero's got 5 now.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Banchero against Tatum. Tatum, a screen on Caldwell Pope. White for 3. The rebound by Carter. The Magic have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Wagner. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Graham. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
A big group substitution here for Orlando. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Cole Anthony, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Suggs. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Brown. Brown draws the double. Hauser passes to Pritchard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sinks the tray.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Magic trail by 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Isaac. Here's Wagner. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You like to see that from Wagner. I mean, as he continues to develop his mid-range game, I think we'll see more and more of that.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Over Anthony. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Celtics out in front, up 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
And you know, when the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Torrey Craig. Then there's Al Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Now here's Craig. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. Launches it. Hey, Horford from range.
Stretching the floor, big Al Horford doing his part.
And Caro with it. 5 points in the game. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And Caro's got 7.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Using his size, Ben Caro gets by inside.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Porzingis has checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Craig. The offensive rebound. Tatum from long range. JT for 3.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
And Caro outside. Back to Suggs. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Really good concentration to finish despite the tough defense that time. Jalen Suggs really strong as a finisher.
Back to Tatum. Holiday against Suggs. Pass to Tatum. Takes the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Really smooth release from Tatum on that 3. Makes that shot look effortless.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Suggs. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Here's Batase. Boston pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the basket by Holiday.
You know, Drew Holiday has so many great attributes, but I think maybe perhaps the best one is his mindset. He's even-keeled, he competes at a high level, and he never backs away from a challenge.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the bucket by the Celtics. Count that one. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Horford passes to Holiday. Outside White. Horford outside. Pass to Brown. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Orlando making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Craig is checked in for Horford. Magic trail by 4. Suggs outside. from the line. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Boston out in front, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope, and it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Brown. And the 3 off target. Wagner on the wing. The kick out to Banchero. Wagner with a screen on Tatum. Banchero delivers inside.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
And here's White. He's scoreless. Now Tatum. Over Banchero. It's blocked.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Here's Suggs. Hauled in by Brown.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Pass to Tatum from behind the arc. Oh, count it! Tatum hits from way out.
Tatum's got a nice jump shot. When he's in rhythm, you feel like he's going to make it every time he shoots it.
Wagner outside. Banchero outside. The 3. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell-Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there, ultra reliable, plays both ends, doesn't step out of his role, and all he does is help you win championships. I love watching guys like that contribute in a meaningful way to championship teams. And he's a fun guy to watch because he does his job at a high level pretty much every night.
Black's checked in for Orlando. The Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard's checked in for White. Banchero outside. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. There's the triple. Orlando again missing. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. The lead is 2. Pritchard lays it up and banks it in. Pritchard's got 5.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. Boston's gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. Here's Tatum. And the shot falls short that time.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Porzingis against Banchero. And the bucket is good. Banchero's got 9 points here in the second half.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Tatum inside, guarded by Banchero. Here's Pritchard. Count that bucket. He's got 7.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Black. No points so far. Banchero right side. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Magic. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be back in a moment. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So the Celtics 5 right now. They've got Torrey Craig, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at the small forward.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one, doing it all.
Banchero surveys, kicks it out to Isaac. Hey, from beyond the arc. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Celtics with the lead to the middle. Here's Pritchard. Fires the three. No luck on that one. Banchero outside. He's still feeling it. And another basket for Orlando.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick and roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Tatum against Anthony. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Bataze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. Derek White's checked in for Craig. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to Banchero. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Nice D from Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And here's White. Back to Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
Banchero outside. 1:36 left to play in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock.
A full load to handle anywhere on the floor. Banchero makes sure he gets his.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
The other thing they've done is they have not shied away from the mid-range game. I mean, plenty of points coming their way off of jump shot opportunities. I like that.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper. But I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. Shoots over Tatum. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
Here's Tatum. No good, off the front rim. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. To the wing, right side. Banchero in the post. Tatum's there. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
Banchero against Tatum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tatum.
Yeah, some aggressive play from Banchero, putting the defender into a bad spot with that pump fake.
So he can't get either to fall, and they go to the intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter, a screen on Brown. Wagner for 3, and it's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
You know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Suggs outside. The 3 from Banchero, and he sinks it. What a beautiful shot, brings him within 3.
And stepping up when it's clutch time, that's a very mature play by the young Banchero. They're just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
The 3 from Banchero. The shot no good. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena,
both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. The forward spots with Neesmith and Siakam. Halliburton in the backcourt. Nembhard to his side. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now George. Following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Embiid the screen. Grimes. From outside off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Maxey passes to George. Maxey sets a screen for George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Nembhard. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Siakam's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And here's Halliburton after the three-pointer from Kelly Oubre. Back to Halliburton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's Halliburton after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. And Tyrese Halliburton gets the three. Halliburton's got 5 now.
Yeah, this is his game, right? Halliburton wants you to forget how deadly he is from three-point territory. Look out.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You've seen, Doris, Paul George's journey from role player to MVP candidate.
There's a reason, Kevin, Paul George is one of the most emulated players in the league with young people. His game is so well-rounded, and maybe his best attribute is his adaptability. Paul George is equally comfortable either being the lead man, or if need be, he can play with 2 or 3 other stars and still be effective. Really incredible.
Now, here's Siakam. Turner with a screen for Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Halliburton inside the three-point line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for the Pacers. 1:21 left in the first. George looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Nothing you can do there. Paul George has all the tools to rise and fire with a hand in his face.
Nembhard with it. Pass to Turner. Now, here's Nesmith. That's a 2 for Mathurin, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This young man has such confidence. Benedict Mathurin right at the buzzer of that shot clock. Nicely done.
Oubre outside. Back to Maxey. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. They trail by 1. Here's Nembhard. Nothing on the board. Turner for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful. And because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Yabusele out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Edwards against Mathurin. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Yep, that one goes in there. Halliburton's got the lead, back up to 3 now for the Pacers. Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to Embiid. To the inside. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Puts up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McCain's got his first 3 points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Edwards against Mathurin. And it's good, 2 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Halliburton, that's good.
Tyrese Halliburton has already proven to be a very capable 3-level scorer. What a fun player to watch.
Pass to Embiid. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Neesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here's Turner. Up top, Nembhard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. And Indiana making a change here. Mathurin's checked in. He's off on the second. The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
Well, Kevin, I think it's very hard for Paul George fans to take out of their mind completely that gruesome injury he suffered. But we've got to give this young man a ton of credit. He has managed his play and his health to a very high level and still one of the most gifted players this game has seen. Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
Hold on to those paper planes, everybody. Diplo is in the arena tonight.
And a happy Diplo at that, out here watching his Sixers in control.
Maxey finds Oubre. On the wing, George. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside. Indiana trailing here. Now, Nembhard. Pass to Turner. 13 feet away. Again, Indiana.
Well, this is the versatility that Miles Turner brings to the table. A big man who can knock down shots from the mid-range.
Outside, George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 12 in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Maxey. Hasn't made one yet. Unloads from 13. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the 76ers lead by 1. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute. And this guy has done just that.
On the court for Indiana, Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's Nesmith in at the 3. Pass to Nembhard. Connects from three-point range. Nembhard's got the game tied up here for Indiana.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Embiid with it. Robust move inside by Joel Embiid.
And the sheer size of Embiid poses so many problems for the opponent, and he's using it well to score inside against them.
Maxey against Halliburton. And yes, it's good. Halliburton's got 13.
Good possession there, exactly the way they drew it up.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He's so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Nesmith, defended by George. Maxey against Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Takes it inside, and Halliburton slams it in.
That's Halliburton's handle, getting by defenders to the spot and then finish with authority.
Oubre outside. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Maxey's got his first points in this one. Indiana's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to George. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Fades away. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Siakam outside. Here's Nesmith. Cans it from downtown. Nesmith has got 6. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Embiid. And it's sent back by Turner.
But you're talking 6'11" and big-time length. Send it back, Mr. Turner.
Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got the lead up to 3 now for Indiana.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Pacers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. So both teams changing it up here.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to McCain. Nailed from three-point land. McCain's got his second basket of the game. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Pacers. They lead by 2. Live from... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the two-guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Yabusele passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Benedict Mathurin.
Wow, Embiid pulls the defender in close and then gets all the contact he wants.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Halliburton up top. He's covered by Maxey. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Now, the numbers speak for themselves, but what Tyrese Halliburton is showing you the versatility he has at the offensive end.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the screen. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Grimes has got himself on the board with three there.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt, keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Count it. Good. Halliburton's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, great work on the interior. Halliburton, easy work inside.
Here's Embiid, and again, it's Philadelphia.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
And it was timely. I mean, that's a basket they had to have in an absolutely vital possession.
Siakam outside. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Pacers lead by 5.
Well, all you have to do when a teammate has the basketball is beat a target, and Pascal steps into it and lets it go. Nicely done.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Here's Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass. Halliburton's got 8 here in the quarter.
Oh, big-time pivotal bucket, Tyrese Halliburton. We see you.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Embiid inside. Turner covering. Embiid, no good. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They lead by 4. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And stolen by Maxey. Now Oubre. Back to Maxey. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Halliburton, open jump shot off the mark. Now the 76ers with it. Outside, George. Here's Embiid. Can't cash in. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
9 seconds left in the fourth. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And the 76ers call time here. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. And the 76ers call time here. Just 4 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
From deep, George. No good that time. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean...
We've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back. I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
These are his first free throws of the game. No good on that one.
At the line for two, Wendell Carter.
And he's good on the second. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Pass to Risache. Back to Young. Okongwu, a screen on Suggs. There's Young with the three. Offensive rebound. Knocks it loose. Wagner with a steal. Here's Suggs. An easy two on the layup.
Yeah, fantastic focus from Suggs. Showing toughness, fighting through the contact.
Young looking for an opening. Okongwu, a screen on Suggs. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Young. 6 on the shot clock. Over Suggs. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Caldwell Pope. The pass to Banchero. No good on the triple. The Hawks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risaché's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Wagner finds Banchero. Basket's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Risaché. Okongwu inside. He's checked by Carter. Young against Suggs. Young, the pass to Johnson. And stolen by Suggs. Driving inside. The rebound by Atlanta. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Risaché gets it to go.
And there's the ability to finish for Risaché. Nobody scares him at the rim.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Pass to Risaché. Banchero against Johnson. Here's Risaché. Clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Carter.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Suggs. Here's Banchero. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
And here's Young. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. There's the 3. The shot no good. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. It's the Magic up by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
They've got Anthony. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's Black in at point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Banchero in the post. He's guarded by man. Banchero from close range.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Capella, the pass to LeVert. Throws it up high, and it's Capella with the jam.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Here's man. The Magic making their last shot. Niang a screen. High arcing shot. Shots blocked.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Orlando leading. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Bataze, inside. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Okongwu finds Young. Over Suggs. Young can't hit.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Wagner. Banchero in the post. He's guarded by man. Suggs with the bucket.
And not wasting any time here. Suggs is quick on the draw off the catch.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. It's going to be Okongwu shooting. That's on Wendell Carter. Bataze's checked in for Banchero. Orlando leading by 3. Bataze with a screen. Outside Carter. Pass to Suggs. Now here's Wagner. They set the pick. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Magic lead by 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Daniels for 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Back to Suggs. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. That one's good for 2. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Rizachet, defended by Wagner. Young from long range, and Atlanta hits again from deep. Orlando with the ball.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
That one drops for him. Suggs has got 9.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Young way outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando ahead, up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court for the Hawks. Johnson at the 4 with Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Rizachet in at the 3 spot. Here's Daniels. Outside Johnson from behind the arc. Knocks down the long J. Johnson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hawks trail by 3. Here's Daniels. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. 5 points in the game.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
Banchero outside. Ooh, Banchero with the touch from deep.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 4. Here's Daniels. Back to Young. Fearless from Young inside.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams. But Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Risache. The kick out to Young. Oh, the lethal free ball of Young.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Banchero with a screen on Young. Wagner against Young. Here's Banchero. Paolo with the attack.
Hard to defend Banchero this close to the rim. Even when you contest his shot, he can still finish.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Back to Young. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic leading by 4. Paolo strong.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off. He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Orlando has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Wagner with a screen on Young. Out to the right wing. Banchero in the post. Johnson on him. Banchero no good. Hawks trail by 4. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And Risache gets it to go.
Yeah, great look for Risache. Close in, gets it done.
Suggs against Young. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got 5 points now this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And a deep 3 from Young. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Magic out in front, up by 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Paolo Banchero. Goga Batadze is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Black in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. The three from Banchero. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Screen by Capella. Here's Buffkin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Banchero right side. Soft touch off the glass. Now it's a 7-point Orlando lead.
And this team relies on Banchero's scoring. But tonight, he's carried them.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout. Clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batadze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Suggs. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Wagner for three. Hits the trifecta. And the Magic lead by 7.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Daniels. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Banchero outside. And another three for Orlando.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Young against Suggs. Pass to Daniels. Johnson a screen on Caldwell Pope. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. 1:44 left in the final quarter. Now Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Johnson.
For a young player, Banchero has tremendous footwork in the post. He stays in balance, puts defenders in awkward spots.
And Banchero drops them both. And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. That's going to send Trae Young to the line. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
There's some steely moments that come from Trae Young, and I'll tell you what, if the defense is getting under his skin, he rarely shows that.
Now here's Wagner. Caldwell Pope, the pass to Suggs. Picked by Carter. Wagner for 3. Orlando again missing. Hawks trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Pass to Young. Takes the 3. Cash. And now they trail by just 4.
Embracing the big moment is Trae Young.
Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Carter. So it's all come down to this.
It's really that time where your leaders must step up.
Here's Young. It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
And it's the Magic with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Young. Money.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
19 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. He connects. And that one brings them within 1.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
First free throw is good. And that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
The shot by Johnson, no good. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
So it's Orlando picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on.
A battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Now Buzelis. Outside White. Pass to Buzelis. Back to White. Shot clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Giddey. No good on the triple. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now, Giddey. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Giddey with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Giddey kicks to White. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. And another miss by Boston.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. 1:57 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Brown. Connects on the 17-footer.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
Pass to Buzelis. Giddey, no one around him. Trains the three-pointer.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. We noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now, here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They're bringing the aggression and the energy. Two things you like to see from Porzingis.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. Osumu, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Trey Jones subbed in for Ball. White, good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Now, here's Brown. Horford with the screen on White. Brown drives in, shoots over White, and the shot is long. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Jones. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Picked by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Hits it from three-point range.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Boston on top. They're up by 1. And we'll get going after this from United Center. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Smith. Dosunmu is out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Williams at the power forward. Brown outside. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. Clock is at 3. And here's Brown outside. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Brown drives in. Count that one. Brown's got 7.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. Oh, that is not what you want to see, and it sounds like it's a serious injury.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. Glad they're still together. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Jones. Tatum from 3. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Brown outside. And Holiday kicks to White. Off target from 3-point range. Bulls trail by 4. White inside. White covering. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And love the commitment from White. Took the bump, went up strong, and rewarded with 2 points.
Brown outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brown's got 8 here in the quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Giddey. From down in the low post, it goes.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Tatum with it. And here's White. Pass to Holiday. White setting the pick for Holiday. Buzelis grabs the board. Fires from way outside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the 3rd quarter underway.
For the fan, 4 shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position.
Okay, just some big boy strength there from Tatum. Just put himself to the line.
The Celtics shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight. Bulls trail by 6. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Buzella's showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum from way outside.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Vucevic's screen on White. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from White. White's got 9.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Tatum against White. The shot from 20 feet away. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Jason Tatum is comfortable anywhere on the hardwood?
Timeout. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 12.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
Hey, Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Chicago making a switch here. Williams has checked in, and a change for the Celtics. Pritchard's checked in.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Back to Giddey. The kick out to Ball. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Ball against Brown. Pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Bulls.
And I like the Bulls move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Boston leading by 3. Inside. It's stolen by White. Outside Williams. The kick out to Ball. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. White wide open. He fires. Another 3 for Chicago.
And right now, White red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
And here's Tatum for 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. To the middle. Out to White. Shoots over Brown. And it's White missing. Boston is gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Outside Williams. Pass the ball. Vucevic down low. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Boston on top. They lead by 3. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So it's the Celtics now. It's a 3-point game. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Trey Jones. Williams is out there with Smith. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Giddey in at the 3 spot.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Williams has a screen for Jones. Fires for 3. Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Tatum. And it's Boston with another.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Jones, no one around him. Nice form on the 20-footer.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Jones. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thank you, David. Porzingis passes to White, and Holiday kicks to White. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. And no good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Up top, Tatum. Drills it from outside. Tatum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Pass to Vucevic. Right side, Ball. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
There's 1:38 left in the 4th quarter. Tatum no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
White finds Vucevic. Outside, Ball. Vucevic a screen on Holiday. Ball no good. Celtics leading by 7. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Basket counts.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Pass to Vucevic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Oh, working his way inside. Vuce ready to battle for it.
The line for 2.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Holiday against Ball. Here's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
and they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be. To be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Yep, it counts. Holiday looking for an opening. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.
down the depth chart, Coach. How important is that in assembling a contender?
Well, look, it's even more important, Brian, in the regular season than it is in the playoffs. To get through a long NBA season and get yourself in good playoff position, you're going to need a lot of guys. 12, 13 guys at different points of the year are going to have to be ready to make contributions. Now, obviously, the team with the better starting five will have the edge, but depth can be a big factor even in the playoffs.
A look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the 2. Now here's Banchero. And another 3 for Orlando.
Responding nicely with his own 3, Banchero. This is how competitive this man is.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Count the basket. Banchero's got 5 points.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Pass to Embiid. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Banchero. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
Molding himself into one of the most dominant centers in the league, Embiid has really come into his own.
Carter, a screen on Maxey. Banchero outside. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable. We're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks, so it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Caldwell Pope. To the paint. Here's Suggs. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs, getting off the floor with such ease?
Embiid against Carter. And the basket by Embiid.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. To the wing on the left. Pulls it. The rebound by Embiid.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Suggs against George. Embiid, a screen on Wagner. Grimes. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Orlando leading. And Carroll passes to Wagner. Here's Caldwell Pope. 46 seconds left to play in the first. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. Fires for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre passes to Embiid. Back to Oubre. George outside. Lets the 3 fly. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Oubre against Banchero. Now Oubre tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. George has got 11 points.
Real smooth, guys. Great job with the tip in.
Those are the kind of plays on the offensive glass that can tell you a lot about a player. And so the first quarter is in the books. Philadelphia on top, up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Anthony. Then it's Goga Batadze. And it's Black in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Black. Down low. Anthony with a bucket.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
The Sixers lead by 4. Outside Butler. Pass to Embiid. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
He's so tough to stop. Even when you hit Embiid, he possesses the strength to muscle shots in.
This will be his 3rd free throw of the game. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Magic trail by 4. On the wing, Anthony. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
When you have an MVP talent in his prime, the focus has to be on winning a title. The Sixers' Joel Embiid said, quote, "The only thing I care about is winning. That takes a lot, and everybody has to contribute. I'm always going to believe in myself. I love the guys that we have. We are going to go and fight every single night."
Great perspective there. Thanks, Allie.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
How about Paolo Banchero, Coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
The 3 from Banchero. And again, it's the magic from deep.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Out to the right wing. And he lobs it up top. And George with the jam.
And look at George going off on the defense, putting them to shame with the alley-oop jam.
Banchero in the post. He's covered by Oubre. Banchero uses his size down there. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. 52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got 16 points.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Oubre. Yet to see a basket. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Suggs surveys the D. To the inside. And Carroll passes to Carter. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Yeah.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
And get ready for the Fan Half Court Shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got George. Joel Embiid is out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey, and it's Grimes in a 2-guard. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Wagner on the wing. Banchero outside. Caldwell Pope, a screen on Oubre. Banchero no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Grimes. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. And Carroll passes to Suggs. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Carter. Here's Banchero from 11 feet away. And it's Orlando with another.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Orlando shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Yabusele. 4-3. Rebounded by Suggs. Orlando trailing here. Pass to Black. Hits it from the high post. Black's got 4 points this quarter.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Outside Oubre. There's a screen. Fires the 3. And the three-pointer goes. Oubre's got 6.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Banchero, and another basket for Orlando.
And this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Here's Yabusele, guarded by Banchero. Orlando with the rebound. Suggs outside. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Tipped away. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
A nice dime from Banchero there, wanting to work it over to his teammates whenever he can.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 11. Beyond the arc. Yes, sir! Embiid from distance.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Sixers ahead, leading by 3. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Magic trail by 3. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Goga Bitadze. Then it's Paolo Banchero. Then it's Cole Anthony. And it's Black in at the point. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Anthony. And yep, it's good.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Butler passes to Embiid. Puts it up from 12. Oh, nice job, Embiid.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
Isaac outside. He tries for three. Gets the three ball to go. Isaac's got his first 3 points of the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's McCain. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
On the drive, Banchero can be pretty forceful, and he'll need that here in the league.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there. Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Wagner outside. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Oubre, a screen on Wagner. George for three. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Oubre against Banchero. Carter, high post. 4 on the clock. Fires it. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stat. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
Embiid with it. Now Carter defending. Embiid misses. Orlando has gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Caldwell Pope finds Carter.
Yeah, imposing his will. Embiid sending a message with that rejection.
Grimes, the pass to Oubre. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
And you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
To the middle. Here's Banchero. Count it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Embiid. Cash.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Suggs outside. Shoots over Maxey. Suggs no good. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
At the line for the Sixers, Kyrie.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
And so he drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. Suggs with the bucket. So this one belongs to the 76ers. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.
These teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Shea in at the 3.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding and rising up off the ground.
There's the triple. Rebounded by the Hawks. And Young kicks to Daniels. Johnson right side. Young outside. And the 3 off target.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's White, and it's Ball in the corner. Vucevic setting the pick for Ball. Shot left block. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
And here is Ball. After Jalen Johnson getting his shot to go from deep, Vucevic is screen on Young. Ball no good. Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Inside. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Shea. Rebounded by Vucevic.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to talk. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Vucevic following the basket by Trae Young. They grab their own miss. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Giddy thinks he's out there playing Australian rules football with that kind of play.
So for the Bulls, Smith checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Bruzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Lonzo Ball. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Niang comes in for Rizache. Mann's checked in for Dyson Daniels. And it's LeVert in for Young.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Tone setting right here early. Love that tenacity.
Now here's White. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first.
Intimidating right there. Capella just gets so long at times and throws that one away.
Mann passes to LeVert. Capella with a screen on White. Down low. And the dunk by Capella.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Giddey against LeVert. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 5.
That's impressive stuff from Giddey, just getting on the interior part of the defense.
Now LeVert. Still yet to score. Capella with a screen on Giddey. A nice shot by LeVert.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Hawks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. LeVert out there with Rizache. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Niang in a power forward.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
All the officials are all over that one.
Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And he knocks down the first one. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And the dunk by Capella.
Now, Capella is sort of the prototypical role guy, right? Going straight from the solid screen to elevating and being open.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. That evens the score. Giddey's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So for the Bulls, Vucevic comes in for Jalen Smith. And Ball subbed in for Dosunmu. Here's Buffkin. LeVert kicks to Niang. Pass to Nance. Here's Buffkin. Nance a screen. 5 to shoot. Buffkin no good. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
That's to Vucevic. Giddey with it, launches it. The shot misses. Nance in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Buffkin. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Ball. A nice shot by LeVert.
due to that aggressive style of play on the offensive end, LeVert is kind of just used to contact at this point.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Bruce Ellis is checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Josh Giddey. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. White inside. He's covered by Daniels. Jones finds Ball. 6 to shoot. Jones sets the pick for Ball. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Good decision in the pick and roll as Ball comes off, makes the read, but calls his own number.
Pass to Okongwu. 50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Young. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one of those guys, Brad, who can take over a game, sometimes from beginning to end, is Trae Young.
It is remarkable, Kevin, especially at his size in today's game. It reminds me a lot of playing against Allen Iverson, a guy who could dominate the game as a small player, and that's what Trae is. But what he can do offensively, the instincts that he shows, the way he can get it going offensively, he's truly a remarkable talent in terms of a small guy dominating a big man's game. Consistency from the mid-range, that's what you want from Lonzo Ball.
Pass to Daniels. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Johnson's shot is off.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks on top, leading by just 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
They've got Vucevic, Lonzo Ball out there with White. Then it's Bruce Ellis, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Chicago.
No, that's a great sign for Richaud, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Bulls trail by 3. Here's Giddey. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Bruce Ellis with the ball. Here's Vucevic, and Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
Daniels passes to Okongwu. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And the Hawks lead by 1. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. You can't give away possessions like that.
And the Bulls making a change here. Williams is checked in. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Johnson. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 1-point game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 6.
Young so hard to defend, especially when he's pulling off plays like that.
Outside, Ball. Giddey sets the pick for Ball. And it falls over the rim and in. He's got 8.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And here's Young from the arc. Traps in the tray.
Undeniable range. Young is going to pull up the moment he gets any angle out there.
Young against Giddey. The baseline J. And he connects with the jumper. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
The 3 from Johnson. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. The rebound by Johnson. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Young against Giddey. To the inside. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Young against Giddey. To the paint. Here's Vucevic, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
5 seconds left in the third. LeVert inside the line. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 4. We're going to step. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got George Niang, also Clint Capella out there, LeVert out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Krejci in at the point guard position. Pass to Dosunmu. Giddey against LeVert. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
The 3. Niang, no good. Bulls trail by 7. To the middle. And Giddey gets it to go.
And Giddey, one of those guys who really can stuff the stat sheet.
Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Jalen Smith. Whitey's checked in for Dosunmu. And Ball subbed in for Jones. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Vucevic, the putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Young's shot is off. Bulls trail by 5, and it's ball in the corner. Takes the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
No hesitation from Lonzo on that perimeter shot.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3 ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
And, you know, in a 7-footer that can play the entire court, Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Young against Ball. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. 8 points for Vucevic.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Young from outside makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Trae Young stepping up and delivering in a big-time moment.
That's to Vucevic. Over Okongwu. Rebound by the Hawks. Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Yeah, you really want to stay down on any kind of fake like that, so Trae Young does a nice job of coaxing the defense. Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. There's Ball with the 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And Lonzo fearless right there, answering the call.
Now, here is Young. 3-pointer. Good on the 3-point shot. Young's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Because of that refined offensive skill set, Vucevic can be a dependable scoring option late in game.
First personal foul. 14 foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Lets it go with a 3. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And here is Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Over Okongwu. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Can't afford to let Vucevic get comfortable. He's content to take these shots whenever the D gives him up. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a three-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Buzelis, no one around him. Count it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as the Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Young outside, and he drives in.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And so the big win by Atlanta. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For